Guys, so I'm going to give you a quick video on how to create your optimal you, which I call the avatar. So we're going to talk about that. The thing first is Waterline. So Waterline is the notion of doing all the things that you need to do that's fundamental to getting yourself to your highest level of how you feel in state of consciousness. So that requires sleep, at least 8 hours of sleep. It requires great nutrition. So do your homework on studying about what are the greatest things to eat and what combinations are great things to eat. Secondly, that's number two. Number three is watching your environment, the environment that you're in, what you're ingesting from other people, and what you're taking in social media wise and otherwise, and make sure it's always very high level. And then the last thing is movement. So doing exercise every single day, preferably first thing in the morning. Get outside. If you can go for a hike, a walk, a bike ride, do yoga, do an online class, lift weights, name your pleasure of what you do to get physical exercise where you're starting to get all your hormones charging. Dopamine, serotonins, epinephrine, oxytocin, etc. So get those big six hormones going, and then you'll feel that you're on this ultimately high state of consciousness. That's the Waterline stuff. Waterline stuff also includes having your environment together, organized, clean, taking care of the little things, but not being obsessive so that it becomes a distraction. Speaking of that, distraction from purpose. Well, every single day, we're getting offers to be distracted all day, every day. And distractions from purpose are things that you're doing that you don't need to be involved in. Drama, other people's issues, fixing other people, and how do you know that you're in a distraction? Let me tell you, it's when you're feeling anything in the negativity and fear box, any kind of feelings that you have, or you're feeling angry, frustrated, anxious, depressed, sad, etc. Those are distractions. Now, little caveat, of course, if you want to be an activist and that's your purpose, and you have feelings, those feelings behind that, that's a different story. But I'm talking about getting involved in the Maya, the illusion, and other things that are distracting you from feeling good. So that's another thing to watch. Next, ask. If you don't know what your passions are or what your purpose is, ask. So sit every day for 15 minutes and just sit with the purpose of, I'm going to find out what my passions and purpose are. You already know what they are. They've just been covered up with a bunch of other types of energy. So sit with those. And when things come up that feel good and are exciting to you, write them down. Every single thing that you're interested in doing. So if you love, rock climbing, I like speaking to people, I like being in front of a group. I like to fill in the blanks. Just write everything down that you're excited about, and then pick the number one thing that you are the most excited about. That is your purpose. When a voice comes in and says that it can't be done, doubt, anything in the fear box again, flow that, because that goes right into the distraction folder, because all those voices are illusion and not true. So when there's something you need to work on to develop that purpose that you don't have yet, it'll feel powerful, empowering, and good. So last thing is start to create. So when you start to have the notion of what you're good at and you want to do it, there's no such thing, honestly, about motivation. Motivation comes from action, doing. So just start doing stuff. Do it messy. Do it scared. Do it without perfect preparation. Just start doing it and then evolving from there. And then lastly, I see on my list is joy. So don't hold back feeling joy. Every single day, that should be on your to-do list, to feel the feelings of joy. So if you get that from listening to comedy or riding a bike or being outside or watching a certain video or something like that, but whatever it does to create joy for you. that should be happening every single day. You should be filling yourself with that kind of energy, because that keeps you on the flow state, keeps you connected to source, and it keeps you empowered. So again, creating your avatar is actually excavating who you already are, which is the highest potential of who you could be. In another episode, I won't say my next one, I'm going to show you the step-by-step ways to write down and create, manifest, uncover the avatar. So avatar here, waterline work here, distractions, noticing distractions from the purpose, asking what your purpose is, listening and feeling what feels really exciting and really good. Next is to create. So visualize yourself doing whatever it is. Imagine it, visualize it, feel the feelings behind it. Next is to go do those things. Do it messy, do it scared. And lastly, feel joy, and do not hold back on when you feel the sensation of joy. In fact, double down on it, triple down on it, quadruple down on it. Feel joy every day. That should be on your to-do list every day. Thanks for listening.